What's up, everyone? My name is Hayes Canup, JerseyBird founder and your host of Road to the Kenyan Premier League, back with another big episode. In today's video, we'll be going behind the scenes of our content production system for the first time ever, including my thoughts on the recent decline in viewership. We'll also be getting to know the unsung hero of our elite defensive line, diving into the club's new education partner, covering some big merch drop progress updates, and recapping last week's match against Westlife United. You're now watching Road to the Kenyan Premier League. Before we get into it, if you want to support this project, join the club Discord. It's a few dollars per month and it provides crucial support for the entire organization. And if your club is in need of new kits and apparel, work with JerseyBird. Just tap start a project on our website, complete our 2-minute form, and we will create some awesome custom gear for your team, just like the kits you see in our videos. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series and you will get 10% off your order, along with 10% donated directly to the club, with a shout out in the next financial report. Now, let's get right into the video. One of the big concerns recently is the decline in viewership, as it is no secret that the club is not quite as viral as it once was. I think some viewers expected that run to last forever, but if you work in social media or you're a content creator, you'll know that those runs are almost a blessing and a curse, because it's extremely hard to sustain them. For me personally, the amount of effort I was putting into the videos between October through maybe early March was completely unsustainable. I know a lot of you know me as the Road to the KPL guy, and I'm proud to have that title, but as much as I wanted to keep putting in 15 to 20 hours each week into the series, it genuinely got to the point where it was destroying my ability to actually do my job, which is to run JerseyBird. But on the flip side, me just being busy is absolutely no excuse to let the content quality drop. And just because we aren't viral anymore doesn't mean we can take our foot off the gas. My vision is to continue improving the content until we reach professional TV level production quality. To get there, we've been building better content production systems. I've brought in more help to take some of the writing and research pressure off of me, and we are very focused on tackling the #1 piece of feedback from the viewers, which is that they want to see more behind the scenes content and more player personalities. And that is exactly what I'm going to bring to each video from now on. Every Wednesday video will have at least one behind the scenes or player personality segment, and over time we will get more and more creative with them, showing you more than just what happens on match day, so you guys can feel more connected to the club and get to know the squad a little bit better. And for those who are still watching every single episode, you guys are the true supporters, and we genuinely do appreciate the time and energy you give to our club. So without further ado, let's get right into our behind the scenes segment for this video, an interview with Oteno, arguably the most underrated player on the squad. When you're playing alongside Govid, it's easy to get overlooked, but Oteno has quietly been maintaining our elite back line, especially during the weeks when Govid has struggled with injury. As one of our 15 new signings this season, Oteno has already made a name for himself and has established himself as a regular in the starting 11.
Today I'm joined with a defender, Oteno. I just want to get to know you, and the fans to know you as well. Where did your football journey begin, and what first made you fall in love with the game?
Thank you. Basically, my football began at Kisumu. I played at a team called the Youth. I love that team so much. I loved football so much. It's like iko kwa damu. Like familia yetu tuko vijana watatu, sote tunacheza football, but hao wengine waliacha kwa njia, but mimi endelea tu hivyo, mimi siachi.
Growing up, who are the people that supported or influenced your football journey the most?
My big brother.
How will you describe the dressing room atmosphere at Kahawa Pride and the bond within the team?
Kuna PS tuna bond vizuri sana, hata kama sijui kucheza hivyo, but tuna bond. Na kwa dressing room pia, kuna ma-jokes mob, tuna make joke, tuna make fun, na bonding iko tu sawa.
How has being part of the club helped you grow, both as a player and as a person?
As a player, imenisaidia sana, sasa naweza kucheza football. Nilikuwa na uoga so far, but sasa niko na confidence, nitacheza football vizuri.
What message would you like to send to the fans who support the team every match day, every other day, and in different ways?
Kwa mafans tuweke tu hopes. Sasa tunaweza sema tuko kwa bad days, but tuta shape up. Kila kitu iko na moment yake, but everything will be okay. Muendelee kutusupport.
So there you have it, a closer look at Sadiki Oteno, your starting center back for Kahawa Pride. And shout out to Alvin, our head of media, for putting that together. Now, for the club merchandise update, I have created a clothing brand for the club called KPFC Apparel. Very creative name, I know, but that is actually the point. I want it to be closely tied to the club, but also distinct enough to stand alone as its own brand, which creates opportunities for collaboration with other brands, and hopefully it will become a strong long-term source of revenue for the club. I won't reveal too much yet, but there will be a spring-summer drop next month with a lineup of several core items to launch the brand. So if you're looking for more than just jerseys, wait a few weeks and we'll have some really nice apparel options. Shifting into our new partnership launch this week, you might have seen it on Instagram, but we've officially partnered with Abroad EDU Connect, a Botswana-based education consulting company that connects athletes in East Africa with athletic scholarships abroad. The company has offered to waive any facilitation fees associated with Kahawa Pride players, meaning if there are any scholarship opportunities at universities out there in the world and our player wants to pursue them, Abroad EDU Connect is a free bridge we can use to help connect our players with those opportunities. Everyone knows that going pro is pretty unlikely for most footballers, so having pathways that include education are crucial for our players. For example, Angela Wachira is a former Lionesses player who earned an international football scholarship to Milligan University in Tennessee, becoming the first Lioness to play in the United States. I sat down with Sean Soloco, a senior consultant at Abroad EDU Connect, to learn more about the program. Yeah, if you just want to go ahead and introduce yourself, tell us who you are, and what is your role at Abroad EDU Connect?
My name is Sean Soloco. I'm the Senior Regional Consultant at Abroad EDU Connect. And Abroad EDU Connect is an educational consultancy firm that specializes in finding admissions for students to study abroad. We also dabble a bit in scholarships, but we are not a scholarship provider. We have over 120 university partnerships spanning across 22 countries, including the continents of the Americas, Europe, Africa, and Asia. So in a nutshell, that's who we are and what we do. We believe education is the key to unlocking dreams, and we work to make those dreams accessible, especially in a continent such as Africa, where education is not as accessible as we would like it to be. Yes.
What are some of the schools that you have relationships with or that you've worked with in the past?
We've partnered with leading institutions such as Griffith University in Australia, Griffith College in Ireland, Middlesex University in London, Grand Canyon University in the United States. We've partnered as well with the University of Paderborn in Germany. So yes, that's just a few universities we have.
How did you initially discover the club, discover the project? How did it come across your,
Funny enough, I'm on my leisure time. I watch YouTube, and the JerseyBird account popped up on my I don't know what to say, but yeah, my timeline, let's say.
Yeah,
and it caught my eye. An American investor investing in a football team in Africa. It's sort of similar to watching Ryan Reynolds investing in Wrexham. I was like, this is interesting, and I've been hooked ever since. And when I pitched it to the team, they were more than happy to reach out and see what we can do.
My last question is, what excites you most about coming in and working with Kahawa Pride, working with JerseyBird? What do you like about this project?
That's a great question. So what excites me the most is that the partnership is more than just football. It's about community, bridging gaps and pushing boundaries that society sometimes unconsciously plays on young people. That's actually our slogan, pushing boundaries. Right? We want to open pathways that African children didn't even know existed, showing them the world and helping them achieve their dreams. If that dream is to play in Europe, we aim to provide a pathway through education that allows them both to study and play abroad. But we also recognize that football is a career with a timeline. So we want to help them build something lasting beyond the pitch, whether they choose to study within the footballing industry or in another field entirely. This partnership is about opening more doors for all-round success in life, ensuring that young people are equipped not just for a career in sport, but for a future filled with possibilities.
Now, let's get into the recap of last week's match against Westlife United. Just 2 weeks ago, we shocked the entire division when we took down the then undefeated Westlife 3-1 at home at Mahiga Primary. It was the biggest result of our season so far, the kind of win that put the league on notice, and it set up one of the most anticipated rematches of the year. Westlife came into this second leg with revenge on their minds. They still sat second on the table, 32 points from 16 matches, level with their bitter rivals Embakasi United at the top. A win here would put them first. And after what we did to them at home, they were not about to let us walk into their grounds and take points easily. This was the rematch of the year, and this time we were the ones under pressure. Let's go over the starting 11, which saw a couple key changes from the first leg. Karani stays in goal, Etyang keeps his spot at right back, Uma comes in at left back, and sneaky Oteno pairs with James Masharia as our center back duo. In the midfield, Marvin Okech and Austin Ochieng sit as our central defensive pair. Felix Kamau is back starting on the right wing, with Moses Buire on the left. Luis Moniki captains the side at center mid for the second straight match, with Ezekiel Dugu getting the start at striker. But the biggest storyline of the lineup was who was missing. Benson Govid, our 19-year-old defensive star, was ruled out with illness. He made the trip, he was there pitch side, but he was not able to start. A huge loss for our back line heading into one of our toughest matches of the season. The next storyline of the day was the pitch. It had rained all night and through the early morning in Nairobi, and the Nyayo Estate grounds were a mess. The left side of the field was muddy but playable, and the right side was just a straight mud pit. Water was pooling in the corner so deep the commentators were calling it the pool side of the pitch, and players were slipping every few seconds. The ball would barely travel, passes stuck in the mud. At one point, the ball itself got so deflated from the water that they had to swap it out mid-match. The match kicks off and it's tight from the start. Both teams struggle to find rhythm, multiple fouls, multiple stoppages, and several missed calls from the referee. But in the first half, we did have our moments.
Still 0-0. Etienne lifts the ball into that area. Okocha completely misses that one. It will be an offside again.
In the 28th minute, Luis Moniki gets on the end of an open header in the box, but he misses wide. Westlife had their chances too. Soida Andrew, their top scorer, gets a beautiful chance that smacks off the post. Then, near the end of the first half, we get our best chance of the match.
Easily gathered there by Miguel Karani, calm and collective. He launches a counter-attack with Moses Buire, who tries to swing them, but well intercepted there by Karani, but the follow-up shot! Oh, what a chance.
Buire's initial effort is cleared, the ball falls to Austin Ochieng from a distance, and he catches a first-time volley that hits the post. The keeper did get a hand on it, and the post did the rest. We go into the break, tied 0-0. In the second half, Westlife came out with the intensity we expected, and the game began to tilt towards them. The next 30 minutes were all about absorbing that pressure, handling their set pieces, and staying organized. In the 48th minute, Moniki wins a 50-50 cleanly, but the ref makes a call so shocking, Buire falls to his knees.
Moniki back defending that moment, having lost the ball into that area. Oh.
This is going to be a card.
The referee says it's a free kick.
The referee says it's a free kick.
Just past the 60-minute mark, we get a forced change. James Masharia goes down with an injury that's been bothering him for weeks, and Glenn Ngethe comes on in his place. Moments later, Raheem Salehe comes on for Felix Kamau, making his return to the lineup in back-to-back matches. A few minutes after that, Kevin Mina comes on for Gideon Etyang at right back, and Eliud Wakesa replaces Moses Buire. Then, in the 77th minute, Karani makes his mark on the match.
Understand the frustrations are growing.
As it is a chance there. Miguel Karani with the save of the day.
That one has to be the best moment of the day It was as clean as daylight.
A 2-on-1 break against us, Westlife clean through, and Karani stays calm, stands his ground, and makes the block. We had one more big chance later on. Dugu broke into the box, passes it to Salehe, who was wide open on the other side.
Kisaka is possessed by Dugu. It's a one-on-one moment. Salehe! Oh, so offside.
Swale misses one of the best chances of this game. One that could have probably won this game.
And then we entered stoppage time.
Very tense moments here, and it's going to get worse.
What a
chance
mistake and it is a goal.
What a tense
They
moment.
get
What a
their
mistake.
goal. A mistake by Miguel Karani gives the home side that crucial goal inside the stoppage time. He didn't take his goal kick well, told Sadiki to take his lines, but then the kick couldn't go far, but we could also blame the pitch area.
Karani goes to take a goal kick from the mud. The kick doesn't come off clean, and it lands short right at a Westlife attacker's feet. Within seconds, they put it in the back of our net.
Goal kick. Nilikuwa nimechapa goal kick kumeoff, ilikuwa poa but matope ilikuwa mzito, pia ground ilikuwa slide. Ndio maana nika slide kibahati mbaya and the ball ikakuwa kwa opponent. Yeah.
We knew it wasn't going to be an easy match. Of course, no one wants to lose at their home pitch, but the results weren't as we expected. But it was a good match. The players did the best for the game.
Game tulicheza tukiwa general jiskuma iko game rahisi and energy ilikuwa juu na tuna appreciate tu result yetu tulipata moving forward on to the next one.
As a team we have a strong mentality. We assure our fans that we'll catch up with the teams that are there on top.
Just to win one game at a time, take it slow and avoid dropping points.
Just keep pushing. We'll push until the end.
Naweza kusema tutaendelea tu kupambana, tutapush mpaka mwisho, kila kitu kinawezekana.
So there you have it. Westlife 1, Kahawa Pride 0. Our 26-day league match point streak comes to an end. We dropped to 7 wins, 3 draws, and 6 losses, still sitting in 10th on the table with 21 points. We held our own against a top team on the road, but it's a tough loss, and with the season now halfway over, every match from here on out is crucial. Our next live stream is this Saturday at 3 p.m. East African time. That's noon in London, 8 a.m. in New York. We're back at home against top of the table Embakasi United. We'll see how the boys bounce back with another tough matchup after this loss. We also have a big video coming on Friday. Today, we are hosting the finals of our FC26 tournament. Members from all teams within our organization are competing to see who will be the champion and accompany Kasim Mwinyi to be his duo partner at an official esports event hosted by the Kenyan esports organization. So stay tuned for that video. That's all I have for this video. If you like the show, drop a like, drop a sub, comment where you are tuning in from. As always, you can catch new episodes of Road to the Kenyan Premier League every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for the amazing amount of support, and I'll see you in the next one.